Hey guys, it's Jesse from Grawlixpodcast.com. I'm shooting out my hashtag SCS challenge for today. The question is, what comics would you recommend to a new reader to get them on board with comics or get them started with comics? And really, I think that it depends on the person. You know, like if they're in it for superheroes, then I would suggest something pretty specifically superhero-y, and it would probably revolve around whatever movie they've really been digging on. If they aren't into heroes at all, then I probably would ease them into heroes. You know, I'd probably give them something that wasn't superhero-y. People who have been recommending Y: The Last Man, totally on board with that. But again, I think it depends on like age and sensibility. So like I'm not gonna recommend Saga for somebody that's super young, but for somebody that's like an adult, totally recommend Saga, right? So that would be one. Same thing with like my superhero recommendations, like Invincible. I would recommend Invincible. It's a really good superhero book, but it gets really extreme later, so maybe not for kids, you know? So like if I'm going, maybe they are into superheroes and they want something a little less extreme. I would recommend maybe DC's The New Frontier. This was a really awesome book, and it gave you an exposure to a lot of iconic heroes, set almost like a period piece. And it was really intriguing and really well written and really well put together. So that's one I would recommend. Batman Year One, Frank Miller. Again, kind of extreme. That's maybe a middle of the road one, right? Now, what if you're not into comic book heroes, like superheroes? Well, then, that's where I think Y: The Last Man really stands out. I think that's where, like Witches by Scott Snyder, that's a really good one. But what if you're into, what if you need something a little tamer, but still excellent? That's where you get something like Bone, Jeff Smith. And you don't have to get the all-in-one edition. I mean, you can get them piece by piece, and a lot of libraries have this one. So they don't even have to buy the book, man. So those are some of my recommendations without getting super genre specific. But man, I got so many ideas about like comics. So if you're into getting into comics and you want like a specific suggestion, man, just hit us up at Grawlix Podcast. Letters at grawlixpodcast.com. We'd love to recommend something for you. Or just shoot us a question and we'll answer it on the show. All right, so that was my answer. Been some good answers already. Looking forward to hearing the other ones.